Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the Proving Grounds practice box named Levram. Now, full disclosure, I have gone through this box and I have fully rooted it, exploited it, submitted all my flags. I wanted to create a video today talking about this box and going through it for the pure purpose of trying to highlight the privilege escalation path. I think the privilege escalation path in this box is something I don't see a lot in CTFs, and I would like to talk about it. So, with that said, let's jump right into it and let's get going. For the sake of saving time, I've already ran our mmap scans, just a basic preliminary scan and an all port scan, and we find there's only two ports open, port 22 running open SSH, and port 8000 running a web page. Now, we navigate to that web page on port 8000, we're brought to a droppy login page. Sorry if I'm not saying that name properly, I am sure I am butchering it horribly. Moving on, we can log into this page with some very basic default credentials, right? Username admin, password admin. And we're logged into this page, and there's not a lot going on here. We can navigate around. We have clients, projects, and tasks, and there's really nothing in there, but we see that we can create some things in here. Now, at the very bottom, we see we do get a version number. So what we can do is we can go back to our terminal here, and we can do a search exploit for this. We can look this up. And immediately, we find an authenticated RCE. So if you pull that down, and I've already done that for saving time, and let's go ahead and open this exploit up, and let's go check it out real quick. So it is a Python exploit. It has a CVE number attached to it. The default creds this exploit came with were admin, so no need to change that. I'm totally fine with this payload here. And as we go through this exploit, we notice it's trying to find a project, right? And so what we can do to satisfy this is we can just come here and create a project, and I'll just name this shell. Now that we have a project created, we can come back and we can run this exploit, right? So we'll just go ahead and run this exploit. And this exploit's pretty cool because it sets up a netcat listener for us. So all we have to specify is the target's port number, our local IP address, and the port number we want to listen on. In this case, we're just going to do quad 7s. So we'll go ahead and fire that off. Let's do its thing, and we'll get a shell back on the machine. All right, we get our shell and machine. If you are coming here for a walk through the box, you can grab the user flag in the home app directory as the user's home directory here, and you can see the local.txt or the user flag is here. Now we can get into what I wanted to highlight about this box. So let me go ahead and just run my Linux post command. It's a basic command I created in Linux just for some post exploitation commands I might want to run on Linux. And something I want to talk about this box is the privilege escalation path is capabilities. Now, what are capabilities, right? Linux capabilities are special attributes in the Linux kernel that grants processes and binary executables specific privileges that are normally reserved for processes whose effective user ID is 0 or the root user, right? And now, why is this interesting? This is interesting because capabilities and SUIDs are extremely similar. However, capabilities are the new version of SUIDs, right? And people are trying to move more towards using capabilities over SUIDs. They're trying to move towards that. Okay. Now we can search for capabilities by running the command git cap, tacr for recursive, and we'll say from the root directory, and we'll send all standard output error outputs to devnull, right? And we'll go let that run, and we will go and find it. Now, there's quite a few things on here we find, right? And what we're really looking for is we're specifically looking for something that has this EP at the end, right? Now, that EP means permit everything. And one that immediately stands out to me is Python, right? And so what we can do is we come here to GTFO bins, right? And you can go under capabilities and you can go under the Python page and you'll see, hey, Python does have an abuse function for capabilities, right? So what we'll do is we'll copy this and I'll go stage this in mousepad because we have to edit it a little bit. So I'll come here I'll go get rid of this dot forward slash, and we'll have to add 3.10, right? And that's because we found it is Python 3.10. Now, just like an SUID, all we have to do is copy this over, paste this into our shell, run it, press enter, and then when we run the command ID, we're root. That's pretty similar to SUIDs. And I feel like I don't see this very often in a lot of CTFs. It's always like, if there's something like this, it's a SUID. I don't feel like I find capabilities being a privilege escalation path. And I'm hoping to see that more in the future because it is the newer version of SUIDs. And people are trying to move more towards that, right? So that's all to this box. Pretty simple box. And I thought, hey, make a quick little video talking about this privilege escalation path because it's something I don't really see too often in CTFs. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it, maybe subscribe. I don't know, do what you want. If you hated it, comment, and maybe downvote. Whatever you feel like, honestly. But hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.